Ready to become a domestic pig guru in mere minutes? Stick around, and by the time we're finished, you'll know all about their wild beginnings, stretching back thousands of years, how they evolved into adorable pets, fierce truffle hunters and, believe it or not, search experts. Oh, and there's a jaw-dropping pig secret I'm saving for the finale. Trust me, you won't see it coming. But before we dive snout first into this piggy universe, I've got a quick favour to ask. If you find yourself giggling or snorting at any point, smack that subscribe button with the force of a hungry hog going after leftover acorns. Who knows, it might even help you locate a truffle or two. You might be wondering, how far back do these pudgy pals really go? Well, archaeological evidence suggests that the first domestication events happened roughly between 9,000 and 10,000 years ago. That's around 7,000 to 8,000 BC, in regions like the Fertile Crescent, modern-day Turkey, Syria and Iraq, and parts of China. People realized these wild boars were incredibly adaptable. They could thrive on kitchen scraps and small grains, making them perfect early livestock. Over in East Asia, specifically in regions now within China, evidence of pig domestication appears around 6,000 to 7,000 BC, showing a parallel story of humans and boars teaming up. These animals weren't just a walking pantry either. Farmers discovered pigs breed quickly, so they provided a steady supply of meat and fat, which was crucial to survival. Sounds like an ancient win-win, right? But domestication wasn't purely about dinner. In some early cultures, pigs symbolized prosperity and good fortune. In ancient China, for instance, having pigs was often a sign of wealth. Fast forward a few millennia, and these curly-tailed critters would sail across oceans with explorers, eventually landing in the Americas. Stay tuned, because in a moment we'll see how that transoceanic adventure changed the course of pig history forever. Even before organized agriculture took root, wild boars roamed forests and grasslands, scavenging for roots, nuts and fruits. Early hunter-gatherers found these creatures both challenging and rewarding to hunt. Over time, once people realized these boars could be corralled and bred, the domestication domino effect began. Imagine the excitement of ancient communities when they discovered they could raise and eat boars without venturing deep into dangerous territories. Interestingly, different regions approached domestication with their own flair. In certain parts of the Middle East, pigs were highly esteemed for their ability to convert kitchen leftovers into prime meat, whereas in some Asian cultures, boars were revered for their toughness and adaptability in varied climates. And of course, the earliest evidence of pig-human relations isn't just bones in the ground. There's also ancient art, petroglyphs and pottery, that depict pigs alongside humans. Picture it. Thousands of years ago, someone was so proud or mystified by their pigs that they carved them into stone. It's these little glimpses into the past that remind us humans and pigs have been sharing life's ups and downs for a very, very long time. All right, let's rewind the clock and uncover where our chubby buddies actually came from in even more detail. Thousands of years ago, people in places like the Near East and East Asia welcomed wild boars into their daily routines. These spiky-haired creatures had an uncanny ability to survive on cast-off scraps, an ancient recycling program with an adorable snout. Over time, selective breeding led us to modern domestic pigs, tailor-made for everything from hearty bacon to specialized tasks like sniffing out buried treasures under forest floors. Think that's all? Not even close. Pigs also earned reputations in various religions and traditions. In Islam and Judaism, pork consumption is prohibited, marking pigs as taboo, while in other cultures, like many branches of Christianity, pork is a culinary staple. Strange how one animal can straddle a line between sacred restriction and everyday protein, right? And wait until you discover how Europeans introduced their prized hogs to distant lands around the 15th and 16th centuries. If you're reveling in this pigfest, hammer that like button with the grace of a curly-tailed dancer. Seriously. It's as satisfying as a pig rolling in fresh mud after a long day in the sun. When Christopher Columbus made his second voyage to the Caribbean in 1493, he reportedly brought along a few pigs to ensure a reliable food source. Soon after, conquistadors like Hernán Cortés followed suit in Mexico, and by 1539, explorer Hernando de Soto had taken pigs into what is now Florida. In each new land, these adaptable animals quickly established themselves, sometimes escaping and turning feral, leading to the legendary razorback hogs of the American South. As domestication spread, so did selective breeding. By the 18th and 19th centuries, European farmers were refining pig breeds for size, temperament and taste, resulting in iconic varieties like the large white, Yorkshire, Berkshire and Duroc. Today you can find pot-bellied pigs trotting around living rooms, while others roam massive industrial farms, each breed shaped by centuries of careful human intervention. Think of it like customizing your character in a video game, only with more squeals and mud. And as if providing pork chops and bacon wasn't enough, pigs also play a huge role in environmental management. Some farmers intentionally let them loose on overgrown land so they can root out vegetation, turning them into muddy bulldozers on four legs. Then we have the more unexpected uses, like training pigs to sniff out not just truffles but potential explosives. Yup, their sense of smell is that good. Surprised? Just wait, because there's more squealy excitement on the way. So we've seen domestic pigs as the cornerstone of the food industry. But what else can a pig do besides delight our taste buds? We've only scratched the surface of their skills. Talk about an animal that can multitask. If you're as impressed as I am, you should subscribe now. Maybe a pork chop fairy will leave you a thank you note. Many folks don't realize that pig intelligence rivals that of some primates. They can learn complex tasks, solve puzzles, and even play simple video games with their snouts. This higher-level problem-solving ability has piqued the interest of animal psychologists, who now view pigs as exceptional models for studying cognition and behavior. On a lighter note, we also have pig spas popping up in certain places. Yes, you heard that right. These facilities focus on animal therapy where rescued or retired pigs get pampered and provide emotional comfort to human visitors. Sometimes the best medicine is a snuggle from a gentle giant who just wants a belly rub. That's it. Enjoy your newfound piggy wisdom and see you on the other side of the sty.